Hello and welcome, everyone. I hope you are doing well today. Thank you for your interest and participation in today's webinar. This webinar has a specific focus, and that is the migration from Cherwell to Atlassian Jira Service Management. Let's take a quick look at today's agenda so I can give you an overview of the topics. First, I will introduce demicon really quick. We will talk about the challenges and limitations of Cherwell. Then we will look at the entities which can be migrated from Cherwell to Jira Service Management and which items require manual migration. We have also outlined a possible timeline to give you an idea of what phases might exist within a migration. Last but not least, since this webinar is about the migration to Jira Service Management, we want to give you an overview of the benefits and the features of JSM. Demicon was founded in 2008 and has since established itself as a strong IT service provider through various partnerships. Demicon is specialized in digital transformation services, focusing on cloud solutions, software development, and IT consulting. With our partnerships with Atlassian, AWS, and Monday.com, and the various certifications of our employees, we underline our wide range competence and specialized knowledge. The company aims to help businesses streamline their operations, improve their technological infrastructure, and adapt to modern digital trends. I would, of course, like to highlight our Atlassian-Plattform partnerships here as we are talking about a migration to an Atlassian product. We emphasize our technical and consulting expertise within the Atlassian platform since we have very certified employees. Our customers profit from our extensive Atlassian services and also from our skills, knowledge, and experience. For example, for the technical implementation, optimization, and introduction of the Atlassian products within an organization. We also have several Atlassian trainers who are able to train end users and administrators in the handling and use of Atlassian products. Furthermore, demicon has obtained the ITSM and Atlassian Cloud Migration specialization from Atlassian. These two are further competences with which we prove and underline our expertise and experience within the Atlassian platform. We also offer services when it comes when it involves developing a customized app for the Atlassian platform. We have done this in the past and still doing it today for our customers. We have also employees with competence within the ITIL or Agile framework like SAFe or Scrum. With these competences, experience, and knowledge, we are able to enhance the maturity level of an organization. So combined with our technical expertise, this allows you to receive everything from one single source. As we cannot give you an extended overview of demicon today because we have only 1 hour and we want to discuss important topics, feel free to visit our website to find out more about our solutions and services. If you need our support, then you can also contact us through our website. So now, as some of us already noticed, Ivanti has announced the end of life of Cherwell. So end of life and end of support will be end of December 2026. According to the community post and Ivanti, further updates will be released until the end of life and support will be maintained until end of December 2026. So this announcement now presents a problem for current Cherwell customers. This means that Cherwell customers will have to start looking for a new ITSM platform, evaluate which platform meets their requirements, and determine how to integrate this new platform into their organization, and maybe how to migrate all or certain scope of tickets and information to the new platform. Since we are discussing the migration from Cherwell to JSM in this webinar, we also need to understand why JSM can replace Cherwell and how we can compare to these platforms. Why we believe that Cherwell can be a good platform and do not want it to cast it in a bad light. Our research and experiences of our customers who have replaced Cherwell with Jira Service Management have revealed that many challenges and limitations exist. This comparison covers several aspects and topics from user interface, costs, technical capabilities, and integration. In our research and through many resources, we have been able to identify several challenges and limitations, as you can see here on this slide. So there's quite a few, and some of those are symptoms of underlying causes. Nevertheless, we wanted to list everything we have been able to find. So one of the biggest challenges is that Cherwell does not provide a central platform for all teams within an organization. This makes communication difficult as teams cannot communicate within the tool. This also does not provide promote cross-functional collaboration and transparency among teams. Another challenge is the unfriendly user interface and the resulting bad user experience. So the views are confusing, they are not intuitive, and not easy to use. The operation of Cherwell can be very difficult, for example, with regarding to updates. If you want to have the latest version, to use new features or close security gaps, you have to invest a lot of time in carrying out those updates. Implementation is also complicated, and it usually requires external consulting and support. What we have repeatedly read is that Cherwell's technical capabilities are limited. So certain requirements could not be transferred to Cherwell, meaning the customers has to adapt the way of work to Cherwell. It does not offer a flexible platform to implement individual requirements. Even the standards of the ITIL framework are difficult to implement. So now when we talk about the migration from Cherwell to Jira Service Management, there are different entities that can be migrated. One entity would be, for example, the issue types, whether you want to migrate incidents or service requests or changes. The fields and their values that have to be defined are also important. So these fields contain important information, such as priority, affected services, and many other possible pieces of information that can be important for reports, for example. So of course, attachments or the comments of a ticket can be migrated. So the history of the communication and the relevant data are still available in Jira Service Management after the migration. So the links between the tickets can also be included in the scope of the migration. So technically, the migration will take place via the APIs of Cherwell and Jira Service Management. You can obtain a lot of information about the ticket via the Cherwell API and then migrate using a script and mapping list via the Jira Service Management API. During the migration, various configurations must be implemented manually in JSM. For example, the integration of external data sources or systems, the automations, and the reports, for example. Input and clear lists of requirements are very important in this case, especially when it comes to the integration of external systems or special requirements for which an app must be involved. These topics are addressed right at the beginning of immigration in order to create concepts as early as possible, and finally to set up and prepare those configurations in JSM. Of course, the effort can be very depending on the level of customization. The second option beside migration from Cherwell to JSM is the greenfield approach, which involves implementing the platform from scratch in a fresh new environment, free of any pre-existing constraints or legacy system. A greenfield approach means that no data and no configuration from Cherwell will be migrated to JSM. This means that the processes around ITSM are newly implemented in JSM using the certified ITIL processes in JSM as a basis and expanding them with additional individual needs and requirements. Primarily, we will try to use the out-of-the-box functionality, and if it's necessary, to include a Atlassian Marketplace app. So this approach enables a scalable platform with the out-of-the-box functions and the adaptation of ITIL best practices. So let's take a closer look at the roadmap and timeline. So we have been able to define some of the phases and tasks from our experience in our previous projects, not only Atlassian cloud migrations, but also with our customers who have adopted JSM as their new ITSM platform. So this breakdown you can see here is initially defined on a very rough level, and there are additional tasks present, but I didn't want to overload this slide. Of course, phases can be extended and adapted to the specific situation. In this example, the assessment and the planning phase are separated, but it's quite possible that the topics of those two phases will overlap. So, for example, in this assessment phase, we will have a lot of workshops. We need to talk a lot, and in order to understand the current use. We also need to understand the current pain points, so what is not working good in Cherwell, which topics need to be improved with JSM, for example. And of course, we need to identify the technical functionality and integration, especially if Cherwell is integrated with a third-party systems. So we need to understand if this integration is providing some kind of feature or maybe some kind of data which is used within the processes. Then in the plan phase, we need to define those requirements. We need to document those. And of course, we need to define the scope of the migration. So, for example, you want only to migrate incidents or service requests, or, for example, you want to migrate incidents which has been created in the last 3 years, for example. This is a possible scenario. And of course, we need to plan the user enablement. So how the new user will receive trainings in order they will be able to understand JSM, how to use it, and many more topics. Then in the preparation phase, we basically get the data. So we just get the data over the Cherwell API and transfer it to JSM basically. Of course, we need to set up the Atlassian cloud environment. So we need to create the project, the workflows. We need to create the fields which are necessary, and many other topics. So it's a really important preparation in this phase. Then it's also to set up a communication plan. So who will be notified, who will be informed about the migration, who should be involved, and so on. There's a lot of communication is needed in this preparation plan. Then we have the test phase where we have we need to write down and define some user acceptance tests. So in order to validate the configuration, and of course, it's important as well to validate if all those data has been migrated correctly and everything is in place. Of course, in this phase, there will be some troubleshooting and debugging for the script or maybe for the configuration. Then the migration itself, this means that all the data and all the users are migrated to Jira Service Management. We have resolved all those issues maybe we identified during the test phase. And then the launch phase could be started. That means that the user are trained, they knew how the Jira Service Management works, how they can find their tickets, how they can comment or change the status, and so on. Of course, we will support you during a hypercare phase. So if there's any issue, maybe for the configuration, or there are smaller requirements which should be implemented, we will help you out during this phase. And yeah. So migrating from Cherwell to Jira Service Management can significantly enhance your IT service management capabilities, but it comes with its own set of challenges. So understanding these challenges can help you prepare and reduce potential issues during the migration process. While migrating from Cherwell to JSM can be challenging, careful planning and execution can help mitigate the challenges. By addressing data migration, system compatibility, user training, and other key areas, you can ensure a smooth transition and realize the full benefits of Jira Service Management. So since we are talking especially about the migration to Jira Service Management, we wanted to show you the benefits and core features of JSM in the next few slides. So with Jira Service Management, Atlassian offers a scalable and future-proof solution for service management. The software is designed to help teams deliver great service, improve productivity through IT-certified workflows. It is not only for IT teams, but also for internal organization teams like HR, facility, legal, and many more. So with JSM, you can cover ITSM and enterprise service management cases. So basically, every team which is providing any kind of service or support can use the benefits and features of JSM. It offers different teams the opportunity to work together on a single platform and to promote and increase transparency in processes, tasks, and informations. With JSM, you can create and customize a service portal to create, manage, and quickly resolve any type of requests. You can also extend JSM with other useful apps from the Atlassian Marketplace or other Atlassian products such as Confluence, for example, in order to provide self-service capabilities within the service portal or to centralize knowledge and documentation. So the integration of other Atlassian products or Atlassian Marketplace apps with JSM can enrich the service management. The full potential can be realized through the full integration and interaction of the Atlassian products in order to gain traceability and transparency across different teams like IT operations, dev team, or maybe any other business teams within your organization. Next, let's take a look at the benefits of JSM. There are quite a few that could be talked about, but we cannot cover all of them today. One of the fundamental benefits is that JSM provides a centralization of contact channels for teams. It promotes collaboration and communication within the team and creates transparency in processes and responsibilities. So it enables you to fulfill your requirements and reflect your service scenario. The second big benefit is here that JSM is a really modern and intuitive user interface. So the service portal, which is used from the user to create incidents or service requests, it's really clear. It's really easy to use within the service portal, especially then with the self-service capabilities to search knowledge bases within Confluence. It makes really easy to create requests or to gain information and maybe resolve issues or questions on its own by reading and have the access to the knowledge base. The next big benefit is the fast and easy implementation. So you don't need to update Jira Service Management when you use the cloud version, of course. But it's really flexible. You can reflect your business needs, your service scenario, and all those requirements which the teams need to have within the Jira Service Management. So, and the next benefit is a really low code, no code configuration. So you don't need to have any scripting skills or something like this. It's a really easy relationship between the entities and really easy to configure such a Jira Service Management project. So there's a lot of benefits here on this slide. Feel free to take a closer look at the benefits in the recording afterwards. As you can see here, when we just look at the core features, that the ITIL framework is really present within Jira Service Management. So for each practice, there are different functions that allow the use of the ITIL framework in JSM and expand it to your needs. There are also comprehensive functions such as Jira automations, dashboards, or the Atlassian AI that can be used in all practices. So if, for example, if we just take a look at the request management, this is fundamental. So it just provides you the capability to manage all those work and requests for all the different teams on one platform. It doesn't matter if it's a service request or incident or change or a problem. Everything is on one platform and can be managed central. As I said, it's a really simple, intuitive service portal for the end users where they can easily create requests and get help really quickly. So the next is that within JSM, you can create SLAs for any type of issue type. For example, you have a different SLA for your service request compared to incident, for example. The next is that there are some powerful dynamic forms in place where you just can design which fields should be fill out during a service request, for example, and on incident, you can define all the fields and making some conditions between those fields as well. If we just take a look at the incident management, basically it's, of course, a user can create an incident via the portal. So he can define the affected service, for example, or the priority. But what is also possible is you can create incidents via email, for example. So your monitoring system just sends out an email to Jira Service Management to a specific email and will create a ticket from that email, for example. Then within the incident management, you can escalate major incidents really quick. So you can adapt sort of automations, for example. So if there is a combination of several fields, it will be automatically define a major incident, or the users can define it manually. It depends on your needs. And then with those Jira automation, for example, you can notify several major incidents managers, for example. So with this incident management within JSM, it just provides a other sort of communication. It just provides or extend the awareness of the incidents. And this is really helpful for the users which manage those incidents as well. So if you want to learn more about these functions, feel free to contact us for a free demo session. Lastly, here's a list of values that JSM can offer to an organization, a team, and each individual user. We have a comprehensive list of values, such as the enhanced efficiency through streamlined processes, improved collaboration across teams, and greater visibility with detailed dashboards and reporting, automation of repetitive tasks with Jira automations, for example, better alignment with the ITIL best practices, increase scalability to support growing needs. So take advantage of the benefits and features of JSM to deliver these values and improve and modernize your IT service management. As I said, feel free to contact us for more information or free demo sessions to explore these benefits and features in detail. Now, let's see if we have any questions from our participants. Really quick. Yes, there are some questions. So, okay, let's go through it. The first question is it possible to migrate the tickets from Cherwell to JSM and then change the configuration, such workflows or fields afterwards? Yes, of course, this is possible. So we can migrate all those tickets with those fields and statuses and comments and attachment to JSM. And then afterwards, maybe changing the workflow or adding some new fields in order to support the process as well. What one customer of mine has done is that they migrated the issues in a sort of Jira Service Management project, but they set it on read-only, and then they followed the greenfield approach in a second Jira Service Management project where they adapt the best practices of ITIL. But they had the information from the legacy system in place in Jira Service Management. So the combination of migrating data and the greenfield approach within two different Jira Service Management projects, for example, is possible as well. So the next question, is it possible to connect mobile device management system to Jira Service Management, for example, to synchronize the devices and their attributes from Intune in Jira Assets and include them in the process? Yes, there are several apps which are capable of to integrate and synchronize all the devices and attributes from, for example, MS Intune to Jira Assets. This is a really powerful feature within the premium subscription. And this is, we are noticing that this is getting important for many customers to have the IT assets in place in Jira Service Management and sort of interact with those assets or information. So the next question, is it possible to integrate a cloud identity provider in the Atlassian Cloud to enable SSO for users? Yes, this is called Atlassian Guard, which is a dedicated subscription. You can connect to for example, to the Azure ID or the Google Workspace or Okta, and there's many more. So you can connect your Azure ID with the Atlassian Cloud, and the user will be able to log in with the Active Directory credentials, and of course, they can use the SSO feature. All right. These are the questions basically. Let me check if there's something else. No. Okay. Then at this point, I hope we were able to provide you with a fundamental insight and that you could take away some useful information. So at this point, thank you for your participation and interest, and bye bye.